2 days later, we're back to the drawing board. What I found was going on here is there's some corrosion in the cylinder, and that's why this baby was locking up. And taking the manifold off, see these gaskets here kind of messed up, and you have if you look on the block down here, you have little holes, and apparently some water was getting through and going because the gasket was messed up and getting in the cylinder. All right, that's a little, see this area right here? I would guess that's where the water was getting into the cylinder through here. And there might be other areas also. And because of that, and the car sat for months, corrosion developed in the cylinder. What I had to do is put some oil down each spark plug hole, let it sit a couple of days. And this vehicle indeed have a bad starter, but I'm gonna jump it and it should turn. A few days ago it wouldn't turn at all, just a little bit and then jam up. Okay, starter doesn't work all the time. Let's see if we can catch it on a good spot. Give me a minute to find it. All right. Okay, so I'm pretty confident the cylinders are clear now, but I'm not sure what that compression is going to be, if there was any real damage done inside the cylinder, but we shall see later on. With your power disconnected from the car, we're going to proceed to take this starter out. There are 2 bolts in the back. You have to come in this way to take those bolts out. There's one of them, the one you're looking at right now with the ratchet and socket on it. It's the top one. The other one is kind of underneath the solenoid area, in that area. Not underneath, but generally in that area, roughly where the handle down in there on this side. I saw one video saying that you can do this job without taking the manifold off. I wouldn't attempt it, because just trying to get your hand back there with that ratchet and socket on, you won't be able to use a wrench. That's a taut head bolt. And I had to use 2 hands on that to break that bolt loose. Okay, so I don't see how you can get up in there with a wrench and take that off, especially with the manifold in place. All right. I just have this ratchet on so you will see the positioning. This is a double swivel ratchet. It swivels at the head and it also swivels down here. So you can move that around in different positions. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take the wires off the starter right here. And there's a little one here and one down underneath. I've already sprayed them, so I won't run into any serious problem with things breaking off, hopefully, when I try to loosen the nuts. Right down here is the other bolt for the starter, and everything is loose. So this baby should come right out. I'd have to give it a little tap. Yes, I had to give it a pretty good whack right about there. Don't hit it on the solenoid, because especially if you're getting a reman, and you're gonna have to turn this back in. I'm not even sure if it would make a difference, but I wouldn't do that. These screws are Torx E12 And what I found was once I broke them loose, and it turned out, but so far it became difficult to use the ratchet on there and wasn't loose enough to use my fingers. So what I did, I used a 10 millimeter wrench to loosen it the rest of the way. It was tedious, but it worked. And I cannot imagine anybody doing this job with the manifold in the car, as I saw on one video.